How wonderful to know you really love me. Wonderful to know you really care.
Castello,
How beautiful.
there are many clues. You understand in French, clue.
Yes. Yeah.
Many clues.
They have similar thing here in Italy.
Yeah.
Say,
This is white one. Suave. Suave is the name, also the name we choose them. Because the Suave is also the name of the little village near Verona.
oh, really? Yes.
Where, when they meet
Not before your concert. Not before.
No, after the concert.
Sunshine and laughter.
Chianti is where I came from. Florence.
Florence, Milan, Rome.
What grape do they use? Chianti is the name of the town.
No. It's a part there.
So what grape do they grow there?
Tuscany region.
Ma Chianti non è per il paese.
You know,
No, è un area.
you know, Sting have a house near my house in Chianti.
Oh, really?
Sting. Yeah.
Oh,
His
we had a
house.
house
His
in
main house.
Positano.
No. He
Oh,
stay.
no.
He stay with a recording studio.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There it comes now.
It is called Chianti Shirt because many English people live here. Actually, this is a personal present from me
Oh,
with an
thank you.
inscription as well.
Well,
You wanna
thank
read
you.
it?
Yes.
So I take those wines inside.
Yeah,
so
if you
that
can.
yes.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind. Thank you. Can you manage? It's quite
Yes, I
heavy.
can. Okay. See you in a minute.
Okay.
Where did you come from today?
You drove
Milan.
to
Milan.
from Milan.
Yes.
Milan is.
No, not
He arrived last night.
All right.
80 kilometers.
I was guest of my.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because
We are coming
very
from
close.
Naples.
Oh, you're from Naples.
So,
Okay, so you're local.
Florence, Naples, Florence, Rome.
Oh, fantastic.
All Italy is represented.
Everywhere I've heard of.
From the north to
Thank you
the
very much
Yeah.
for having.
No, it's okay.
Yes,
It's a pleasure.
first of all, we
Really-
wish to thank you for this opportunity, really. It's so great for us.
Well, we've had a very nice time here.
Yes, I agree.
Very nice.
Good weather.
Great weather. Terrific weather. It's been like this. One night, 2 nights ago, it became really cold.
Yes.
So last night we went and had dinner, like sitting with short sleeves, and we were in Positano, and it was very, very nice. Really beautiful. This is a nice place. Beautiful views.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
well. And now?
Now, may I present you with a little bit what we did?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's really, I'm sorry because I'm a little bit emotional for me it's big, you know. So these are 3 magazines that we were speaking a little bit about.
All right,
someone.
yeah.
And it is 50, 60 period.
Are these a popular magazine here?
Yeah, yes. And
Do you have stations called, like we have radio stations in England, they are gold stations. They play only music from the 50s, 60s, 70s.
no,
They call them gold, they play only oldies.
Is
the one managed by John Fenton?
I don't know, I mean I don't know who the management, but there's usually, almost every city has one station that plays oldies. And they're very popular now.
and the year it was when we presented our club.
All right, okay.
And this was what I wrote for the first time. I don't know if you read.
I'll take my glasses off for you. I agree with most of it. That's very, very flattering, thank you. Yeah, it's very nice.
It was,
Oh, it's Frankie Avalon, huh?
yes.
From the Beach Movies.
Then I had this one. It was another one.
It's a different magazine.
Yes, different. Yes, Patrimonial. It was very old when we started the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
The club in '94.
All right.
And then we had the opportunity to do this.
Young boy
Yeah.
in this picture.
And then
19.
we presented our club here, Fish and the Shadows Club. It was the first meeting I did personally.
Yeah.
Not yet the fan club was established, but then I asked and we started. It was the end of '94. This is the first meeting we did. And then
You all play guitar.
Sembra la stessa cosa, and here all the number of our club magazines.
Yeah, yeah.
The old one, and then all the
Going back to the newer ones. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. And then we had
Oh yeah. You quit.
yes, and then I did this one, and I hope to.
Oh, Tony Mean, you have pictures of Tony Mean. Who's this though?
Is Brian Locking?
Oh,
Yes,
Licorice.
Brian.
Oh, it is his licorice
Yeah,
lucky, yes.
yes.
His face looks long.
Yeah. It was me.
And Jet.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jet.
Bruce Lee. Yeah. Hank lives in Australia now.
Yeah. And then
I see him whenever I go there.
yeah.
He always comes on the stage with me.
Yeah,
Just
he was
for-
at your Millennium concert, wasn't he? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
With Ben.
That's
Ben,
right.
With his
Yeah,
song
Ben's
Ben.
a very good guitarist.
You were in
Yes,
Perth
he
here.
performed a couple of things. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Picture by Mary Liprino.
All right, yeah.
You know?
Perfect.
That's good.
Talking about photographs, I took it of you on the 18th of May because I was entrusted with writing a small picture.
Where was that then? That's...
The Royal Albert Hall. Last May.
Oh, okay, last May.
Yes,
This May.
the 18th of May.
Last month.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago.
You see
they-
the clothes, I thought, this is new. I bought these clothes to wear with Olivia, but she was singing May last year
Ah, okay.
in Los Angeles. And I'm thinking,
Ah, okay, yes.
I thought she meant last.
No. This year.
No, right.
And then I will send you the feature with all the other photographs, the feature on the magazine, so
Yeah.
we can have your comments on it.
Next number.
Okay, yeah.
We will have the concert Christina's attended
Yeah, oh, right.
in the 18th of May.
Of May.
Okay. And then also this little interview is
Okay,
here
good.
and
Sure, absolutely.
for
No
us,
problem.
it's quite very important at least
Yeah.
to have you here.
Did you enjoy the concert at the Albert Hall?
I always enjoy your videos. Don't ask me this, please. It's a stupid question. No, sorry, but I mean, I always enjoy everything.
normal.
when
And then this one is our last fatica, come si dice.
yeah, our last effort.
And it was, I don't know if you know, it's a multi-media CD.
Oh,
There are some songs by the members of the club
yeah.
and 22, and then also a Rome part where are included all the best pages of these magazines.
Oh, right, yeah.
in color.
Oh, really,
And,
yeah.
Also someone others translated in English.
Fantastic,
So you
yeah.
can,
Oh, really? Yeah.
A tribute,
really,
a little tribute.
yes, it's a little tribute to you and the Shadows.
Fantastic.
Cause for what we gave
Yeah.
along all these years to us.
Fantastic.
We are more than 50, but we still dream.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. Me too.
So it's the miracle of our music. Yeah?
Yeah, good. Well, that's good.
May I tell our music because now after
lost all of
so
us.
many years.
No, it's good. I'm glad you enjoyed our music because it was special for us. It was right at the beginning of
everything. It was very exciting for us.
Yeah.
Still remember it very well.
Big impact. Yes.
Yeah.
But then also in the little interview that we will do, we were asking why Italy was jumping this period.
Jumping it.
Yeah, a little bit because you had really big impact in France, Germany, in Scandinavian
Yeah.
countries, but in Italy a little bit less.
I don't know why really. It was perhaps too early. I don't know.
Yes, maybe that.
Or maybe they
the
preferred
market-
Elvis. Maybe Italian people preferred the Elvis Presley.
No.
No,
In the early 60s, many of the American singers, Neil Sedaka, Polanca, Frankie Evelo, came to Italy and they sang in Italian,
Oh really? Yeah.
and they were a great success.
Oh really? Well, maybe I should have sung in Italian. Although I did make one album.
When in Rome.
Yes.
When in Rome, yes.
But it wasn't really
Later, huh?
rock and roll music.
Yeah.
It was more the Italian songs.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, the main point was that also the market, the Italian market, was really effective for our.
For your own artist, yeah. Well, I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that.
And then it was one of the first reasons, and also that we know the story, and I'm in contact. Do you remember Mr. De Ponti? Mansueto De Ponti was the manager of EMI, Italian EMI. Where,
I must have met her because I did come to Italy. The Shadows and I came to Italy
Yes.
once or twice maybe.
yeah, it was the manager of EMI in order to follow your pronunciation in Italian.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember. Yes, he was very difficult. He was very tough.
Tough.
Yeah.
And now he's one of our
But it was terrific because you sang in Italian perfectly,
very good.
Was it perfect?
much better than any other.
Well, then it was
Yes,
his fault because of him.
In Spanish too.
because of him.
Yeah, Spanish, I enjoyed Spanish, although when they said to me that I sounded more Portuguese in my Spanish.
He sang also in
Oh,
German,
and
no?
he was
German.
fantastic. He was very special for the pronunciation. Made me
Very
work
well.
very hard.
So
Yes, I reckon. Yes, I remember.
and now here it is.
Thank you, Mr.
All right, yeah.
And he told me please leave all the best.
Oh, wonderful. Will you see him soon?
Yes.
Oh, you must say hello for me also.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. And
Oh, I remember those sessions.
Yes,
It was great.
he's playing
Enjoyed it very much.
now his music because it's jazzy,
Mhm.
jazz,
Yeah.
classical.
Yeah.
And now he told me, tell him I'm old, and then now I can do what I
I like it. Yeah, it's true. It's wonderful. Oh, good.
So it was one of the contracts. So you have a little bit of story. It's all in Italian.
Yeah.
Dopo ce ne fai qualcuno pure a noi, Pino,
You can.
Okay. It's a CD, not a DVD. CD.
Is an extra CD. This is working normally in a normal CD player. You can hear to the music.
Yeah.
And if you input this on the computer, you can
see
go
it.
in a new unit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Rivista number 1, but on page two, on the second last page is in English all the instructions
Oh, okay.
to see.
Martino mi sa quello che incomincia perché
Right.
So you're into technology.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yes. And this is now we have
So your magazine is in color now.
yes.
Yeah.
Not only the front.
The front cover.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that licorice there again? Yes. Yeah.
It was last year too for our meeting.
Yeah.
Here in Italy. And we speak also about us, not only
No, sure.
because it's I imagine like a big family
Yeah.
where there are three shadows and then all the others. So it's quite
Ti
sometimes.
rompo proprio io. Ti rompo poi io. Siccome
That's yours.
That's yours, thank you. Let's try. Tiziana, dovresti dire il segreto
The eternal young one.
come fai?
The eternal sei lì.
C'è un segreto, cioè, volevo spiegare. No, lo vogliamo.
We're ready.
Cristina, forse è meglio che ti metti
Ok.
più vicino, più
Come
vicino.
no?
Perché così almeno per il microfono. Per il microfono così avete più vicino il microfono tutti e due.
Ok. Can we start? Let's start. Okay, we're ready to. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
More or less, it's okay.
Okay. First of all, Cliff, we all wish to thank you for this wonderful opportunity you've given us, because it's a great moment for us, because your visits to Italy are quite infrequent, and actually, so we don't have many opportunities to see you. Apart from when we come over to England or to other foreign countries. The first question I'd like to ask you is, I think it's quite obvious actually, but I think it's quite nice. And I think we all know that your business is a really competitive world. How do you think you've managed to survive for all these years?
I think when I look back on my career, I've been very fortunate. I had one of the best bands. I had to create a band to make my first tour, and I met Hank and Bruce, and then during the tour we met Jet, and then we met Tony, and within 1 year I had one of the best bands in the world. So that was good for me to begin with this, and between us we made many hit records. But when the Shadows broke away, one man helped me. Before the Shadows split, before they finished, I was already making records with other musicians. And that was because of Mr. Nori Paramore.
Yeah.
So when the Shadows broke, I was not left lonely. I already had other musician friends, and so I was able to make more records. And I'm lucky the public liked the records I made. And each decade seems to have gone by.
You can refer it to anyone.
Yes, but if you
or
listen,
to anything.
but it's like everything, you know, because God's love is greater than all the loves that we know. If you write a song about His love, it will translate into all types of love. For brother, for sister, for mother, for father, for husband and wife. It just translates because it's about pure love.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he's one of my favorite writers. But I think I explained on the stage, he read something that I had said, which made him feel very guilty.
Yes.
Because somebody asked me, an interviewer, I said to me, why don't you make more gospel music? And I said, well, my friends who write for me didn't write anything.
Yeah.
They didn't give
Yes,
me.
I remember.
And he read this and he felt really bad. Fight everything.
Yes,
and come through still a complete person. Maybe you will be scarred, but the scars, they don't hurt anymore.
Yes, they don't go deep.
No. So for me, it's an everyday experience, really. I can't remember a day when I didn't think about it, at least some of the time. So I think it's been an important thing for me, and has given me good strength. Because in our industry, as you know, the media can be very painful. They don't really care about us. That we are only for someone to write stories about, and if they can find bad stories or if they can create some kind of crazy thing, they often do that. Not all the time, but often. And I've had to live through some of those times, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't like this. But I believe my faith has helped me to arrive at the other side, and I look back and then I think, oh, why was I so scared? Why was I so hurt? It's unimportant what they say. But nevertheless, being a Christian doesn't mean you stop being human.
No.
And being human means feeling emotions. Someone says something to you and you go, oh, that's so painful.
I think that being a Christian makes you feel more human.
It does. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and maybe that's why. I once said, you know Kenneth Branagh, the actor?
Yes.
I met him once, and I said to him, because I was about to do a show called Heathcliff.
Yeah.
And the press were really, for 5 years before I made the show,
yes,
they were really It was terrible for me. And I said to him, I said, I wish somehow that I could grow a very thick, big skin.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't hurt. And he said, no, don't wish for that. He said, because we as artists have very fine skin, because we need to be able to feel everything. And he said, maybe if you get a thick skin, you won't be the same performer. You won't be able to perform at the same feeling. And I don't know if he remembers saying that to me, but it was a big lesson for me. And ever since that time, I've, in a way, although things still hurt, I'm grateful I can still feel it.
Yeah.
And so maybe he was, I'm sure he was right, but he was a big help to me in understanding that. So when I did Heathcliff, I went out there and I was totally unafraid of the press.
Yeah.
I didn't care about them anymore after that conversation with Kenneth.
The year 2000 was your sabbatical year. And what were your thoughts during that year off? First, I'm having the time of my life, just playing tennis, relax.
Yes.
And I will never go back to my old stressing life or, oh no, okay, I really miss the crazy world of show business. Mine is a demanding life, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
Well, both of those things is right. I had the most wonderful time.
Yes,
I
I
didn't
know.
do anything. I did sing once or twice
Yes.
because I did a couple of charity programs.
Yeah, the Roy
And-
Castle.
Yeah, Roy Castle, and I did also one for Jill Dando.
Fund,
Yeah.
yes. I know.
So I got my guitar out a couple of times and did that. But and I once sang with Olivia because
Yes,
I was in Los
yeah,
Angeles
yeah,
and
last
she was
May.
making a concert and she said, "Oh, please come and sing with me."
Yes.
And I had not sung for 4 months. So I'm thinking, oh, nothing will come out. But I was lucky; everything came out well. So I sang once or twice, but I didn't miss the crazy world of show business because, again, I tried to use the year as a time to learn a little about myself and about where I am now, where do I wish to go for the future. I'm not a young man anymore, and so I spent all that time learning. But I didn't miss it because I recognized one thing. I don't know if you realize, but for 40 years as a singer, I spent most of my days worried, afraid that my throat was going to be no good.
Yeah.
And every morning I wake up and say, oh, please, please, let it be okay for tonight. Just make tonight, then tonight would be okay. And then the next day, the voice would be like this. You think, oh. And it was this year, 3 times I woke up in the morning at my home, and when I swallowed, the pain was really bad. You know, when
Yeah.
like you have razor, we say like razor blades
Yeah.
in the throat. And then I thought, oh no. And then I thought, oh, who cares?
Yeah, I don't have to sing
I don't have
tonight.
to sing. And in 4 days, the pain was gone. I didn't take any medicine, nothing. The rest of my life, as soon as it happens, medicine, doctors, injections, and you go on stage and smile, and it's a terrible stress. And that's the one thing I did not miss at all. So what I've decided is that I don't think it's necessary for me to give myself this stress every day of my life for the rest of my life. So what I'm going to try and do is slow down.
Yeah.
Now I
yeah.
made 12 concerts at the Albert Hall. It's not so many concerts, but I could sing to about 53,000 people. And then I made...
Did EMI didn't promote Vita Mia in Italy because I mean,
Well, you know, EMI is not my label anymore.
yes, but it was when Vita Mia
Yeah, it was, but it was the beginning of the end, really. I don't understand, maybe, you know, in EMI it's completely changed. Everybody is new, they are a different group, they're a much younger group. They're not so interested in wide music, they pick certain maybe boy bands, girl bands or whatever. So it became very difficult, and so I'm no longer with EMI.
No, I know.
Sorry
But-
for that because we were asking Billy and you could push EMI Italy to give us the possibility to have on CD your Italian.
Oh, the Italian album?
Yes.
Yeah, it's worth thinking
And,
about.
it's very hard.
It's
here.
difficult for me because quite often I go to places like a few years ago I went to do some gospel shows in Switzerland, and in 2 days all the tickets were sold completely. And I said, that's not possible. I haven't been to Switzerland for 10 years because no record, they never bought my records. When we arrived in Switzerland, all the fans came to me and said, you are still making records?
So they didn't know it.
No. So I cannot understand why sometimes EMI Italy or EMI Switzerland or EMI Austria, they decide we won't bother with this anymore, and it's impossible for me. I can't do anything.
Okay.
But the countries where, for instance, in Australia, New Zealand, Denmark, England, where they have a campaign,
Yes.
I always have a top 5 album, always. Sometimes the number 1. And I cannot understand, I never can understand why. Because Italy is no different to any other country. Yeah, as a country it's different, but rock and roll is loved by every nation. And the Shadows and I helped to start European rock and roll. There was nobody before us, only Elvis, all the big, fantastic American stars, and we learnt from them. And then after us there was, you know, Johnny Hallyday and lots of and good Italian singers came through as well.
But no one for me it was to your level.
Yes, but
I mean professionally.
Yeah.
You were really.
well, you're very kind, but
No.
but I can't understand why
That's what
they
we-
stopped presenting us. There was nothing we could do about it. We could never do anything about it. Even in England, I could do nothing. Millennium Prayer, which sold almost 1.25 million records in England alone, and was the top-selling British single of last year. EMI said to us, although I was no longer signed to EMI, I felt maybe I should offer us. And they said, no, we don't think it's the same.
We would like to see you in Pavarotti and Friends next year.
Well, I don't know.
We're very.
Friends.
It's a dream for us.
Well, the thing is, now that I have my friend Vincenzo, I feel I can't sing with another opera singer. It seems first I must have if Vincenzo and I have a success, then maybe I could sing with somebody else also. But at the moment, I feel loyal to him. You know, I'm thinking because it was wonderful to sing with him.
Yes, it was great.
I don't know how to. I don't understand opera completely, but I know that what the opera singers do is like a sportsman. You know, a sportsman that can jump 2.5 meters. It's impossible for me and for us. And in a way, I listen to opera singers. I'm thinking, this is impossible. It's not human. So I know how they do it. And it's wonderful if you find the correct song.
Yeah.
Like with Vincenzo, that we sang 3 songs together.
Yes.
If the song is right, it doesn't matter if I don't have the same volume, big voice. The blend can still be there. And with Vincenzo, we managed to get a really good blend together.
Yes, because your voices were so different, but
Completely
they perfectly matched.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
It's the songs that are important.
Yeah.
The right song. If I try to sing something from the opera world, because it's possible, in your key it can be possible, or if he tried to sing something that was like Move It, this cannot work. But those particular songs, those lovely ballads, and Vita Mia was written for a tenor and for a pop singer. That's how they wrote it for that. And so it was perfect. Yeah.
But in Pavarotti and Friends, it's Pavarotti who tried to sing like rock, and sometimes it's not.
But I would, if he asked me to come and do something, and I felt okay, this is the right thing, I would try to win him and say, no, let's do something like this, you know, because I think it's better for both of us that we can both shine.
Yeah.
If the song is respectful of opera and also of pop, then we can both look good.
Yes.
And sound good. With Vincenzo, I always felt that he made me sound good. You know, I hope that my little voice made him sound good also. And it was a friendship.
Yes,
Friendship
it was a
music.
perfect balance.
Yeah. So I need first of all to make something. If that can happen next year, then that would be good. With Vincenzo, we were supposed to do it this year, but he is very busy. He's always making concerts in America and everywhere. So I made a record instead. I made my own album, and maybe next year we'll work on his album, which is also on Black Knight. But it's difficult to have a record label, because I'm still very ambitious myself, and so if I find a good song, I keep it for me. Always something ahead. And as long as you're not afraid of it, then the drive remains. I always feel that the day my ambition goes, then that's the time you won't see me anymore. Because ambition is what pushes you everywhere. I don't think I would like to spend the rest of my life only singing Living Dogs. I can't do it.
We don't want it.
But that would be the end of ambition, because then because I could now, if I wished, I mean, I've got friends now in England who come from that 60s, 70s period, and they go on tour maybe 250 days in the year, every year. They play concerts, sold out everywhere, don't they? And they're all from the 50s, 60s rock and roll, and they make a lot of money, but they sing only the songs that they recorded then. And I've been really fortunate that I've managed to find songs that have taken me right through all the decades, so that even now I've had a number one in 5 different decades, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I have to find one for this decade.
So you've still got ambitions to be fulfilled.
Yes, always. It's a treadmill. You say treadmill?
Yeah. Yes.
So I'll never stop doing the oldies, but I like the freedom which the public have now given me to go forward and present new things as well.
But you really do have a special bond with your fans, and you wanted to emphasize it by singing a reunion of the heart. I think
Yes,
it wasn't
I did.
like
I did. That's how
a
I started.
random choice, wasn't it?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Yes,
Yeah.
I imagine there was a target.
In fact, the first night,
a real reunion.
the first night I sang more of that song,
Yes.
but it was too long behind that curtain, you
Yeah.
know, and I wanted to sing the lyrics of the first verse, because it's all about going away
Yes.
and then coming back.
It's a
But even then, the reunion of the heart is a good way to start.
Yes. It's usually a gospel song, isn't it?
Yeah, it was written as a gospel song.
Yeah. But yes, I wanted to say, okay, I'm back,
I'm
I'm
back
here,
and-
we are reunited.
Yes, that's exactly what I was doing. Yeah.
I must break in and say we have to go at about 12 o'clock, so I'm afraid we could be here all day, I guess. But
Yes, I'd like to do something else like that, but I don't know yet what. There are a couple of things. I never want to produce it again. I produced Heathcliff, and it was so very difficult. There was so much opposition, and it was a different world for us, Bill, from my office, and everyone at the office said, oh, it's too difficult to work with dancers and other actors. They live in a different world, and in rock and roll, you say one thing and you do this, and it was different and very difficult. So I don't want to do that again, but a couple of messages have come through to me that very soon I will be approached to do offered a couple of musicals in town, which may not happen till next year. And I can't really say what they are, because it's not for me to say at the moment. But yes, I'd like to do some more on stage, but I don't know whether there's any particular character I'd like to play, although I did once jokingly tell the press, because they said, oh, you can never play Heathcliff.
Yes,
Heathcliff is too bad a character.
Yes, they thought you were too good for
Yeah,
it.
and I said, well, I quoted Anthony Hopkins. Anthony
Yeah.
Hopkins said, he said, you know, we only are pretending. We
Yes.
don't have to be bad. That's what actors are. Good people at home with their wives, and they come on stage and they pretend to be bad. And I tried to explain that, and I said, as a joke, but now I'm thinking, I would like very much to play Bram Stoker's Dracula. But not a musical. Did you see the film Bram Stoker's Dracula? I know there've been many other Dracula, but Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's the first time I saw a film about Dracula where my heart went to Dracula, because it showed you in the film how he became like this, and how he spent 400 years looking for his wife, the one person he loved, and it was a tragedy, because in the end, when he finds her, he can't bite her, because he said, no, if I do this to you, I love you too much, it will make you like me. And she says, yeah, but I want to be like you. He said, no, I can't do it, but you have to release me. And it was a complicated thing. She had to kill him to release him, because she loved. It was a fantastic story about love. But in all those early films, you know, when and everyone's screaming at the cinema. Yeah, it was nothing like that, really. So I thought it could be a great love story, but with the horror of being trapped in eternity with this bloodlust. So Dracula, perhaps, after Heathcliff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Giorgio.
Grande Giorgio.
The best
Yes.
collector in Italy.
G-I-O.
The first one.
I-O.
G-I-O.
Ah, yes.
This is an I.
Yes. It's an I.
G-I-O-R-G-I-N.
I-O. Oh.
O-I-O.
Joe.
Okay.
Giorgio. Okay, yeah, got it. Giorgio.
for a sick and dead friend of ours. His name is Gianfranco and Giuseppina.
Marco.
Gianfranco.
Jean.
Gian. Yes.
Gian. J.
G G G I A G I A N F R N. Yes, and Giuseppina. And just E double P.
Yes.
Olivia.
Explain the situation whenever if there is a group who would like to do it.
How old is she?
Maybe that
Is it 20?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is she blonde?
And no, is brown.
Rudzeski, yes. Also difficult for us to. Yes, he is a friend of Greg Rudzeski. I am.
Thank you. Oh, La Manga!
I don't know whether you remember it.
Well, I do now.
You do now.
Yes, I can't always make it. I think, no, I can't remember because we just met for the first time. But La Manga, isn't that a nice place?
Yes, it
I
was
did
great.
enjoy it so much. Yeah, I went back there again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you did. Really, thank you. I mean,
Okay.
we couldn't imagine our.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thanks for
It's-
coming all this way. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, these are the small interview in our magazine. I will send it to you.
Okay, you have
with
Bill's
all the.
address now.
Yes, we will send it to your
Per
office,
progetto li mandi.
and I will send you mine. Yeah, the pictures as well.